Welcome to Sailing Frida Visby.
In this episode we continue to iron out the details of the arch and the extra functionality we want on it. I do a spring cleaning of the cockpit and Anders is fixing the charging for the bow thruster in a more permanent way. And we lift the boat.
Welcome to this second part of our solar arch project. In the previous episode we immediately got problems. It was sold out and we peeked at the panels as they arrived.
Hope you enjoy the video. And
we have sailed the Atlantic coast of Europe and we hope to put many more miles on the keel.
My name is Anders.
I am Gitte and this is Litsa, the truly free spirit on board. We start by doing a fourth visit to the workshop at Soprimar to see our arch growing. And now it really starts to take shape. And now the guys have begun to make the extra features that we also asked for.
this is for my kayak.
Yeah, okay. But will this be wide enough? This part? I see. Oh, that's fairly great. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see what I mean. Okay. Yeah. The front, the back. Yeah, the back. Yeah. So you have the same thing here. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, exactly.
That's for to mount my kayak outside the side of the boat. Now he wants to show something else. It's for the dinghy.
Because it's the middle of the dinghy. Not in the back, but the bimini.
Yeah,
The bimini is here.
yeah, the bimini goes behind the backstay. And the backstay will be here.
No,
The bimini will go.
back stay here.
Oh, is it that far?
The bimini is
Closer.
Okay.
bimini back stay here. Bimini here.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Because then I can raise it here, but I can use
Yes.
this to get it closer to the backstay.
Yeah.
So you want the boat as close in as possible. Yeah. And then you can, in the beginning you may need to use that because it's so far off, so that it doesn't slash into the boat. So start and then yeah, perfect. So this will be very close to the backplate then?
Yeah.
The front of this?
This is
Yeah, but we need to remember the backstage. They're here. So we can't hit the backstage.
The backstage here and the backstage.
It's the difference between this and the backstage, 50 centimeters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have to let the guys work alone. I do some spring cleaning in the cockpit instead. And when I was cleaning the spray hood, I actually did a little comparison experiment of different products to use to clean the clears. So first out is a very expensive Starbite Clears cleaning product. I had read on the internet that you could use normal boat polish, so here I try some cheap boat polish from Biltema in Sweden. And for the second half of the mid-clear that I had left for comparison, I actually used both wax, also from Biltema, because the other one was empty. But which one is the winner? We both thought that the Biltema polish was the best, but to be sure I called my mom over FaceTime and asked her, and she too said that the window that I used the boat polish was the clearest. After that little test, I continue using crystal soap to washing the teak on the seats, and the surrounding gel coat gets a scrub too. After the wash, it was time to polish and wax all the gel coat. When that was finished, it was time to give the teak a second rinse. I used a hose to wash off all the soap before I give it a third rinse. We decided to go out and eat something because I was tired after cleaning the cockpit, and there was live music. Anders is finally fixing a more permanent charger for the bow thruster. Why are we emptying the forepeak again?
We emptied the forepeak because we have two batteries here for the bow thruster, and those two batteries is not charged in any other way than by this when we are at harbor, when we have shore power, and that's not the way I want it. I have power over here, constantly power for the bow thruster, so I'm going to put DC to DC charger here on the bulkhead here, and then I will connect that to the batteries, and then we will charge the batteries all the time from a DC to DC charger from the main house batteries. So that's today's idea.
Step number 1, get the stuff we need. The second step is to decide where to place the charger. Step 3, preparing the cables.
Some cable for another job. Towards the other side of the battery. Don't want to throw cable down here. We have two strong open batteries with polarity, 12 volt polarity, so it will make a nice spark if you throw something in there. So don't do that. This is
Number 4, connect the cables to the charger.
okay.
5 is to
Good.
mount it, but check what's behind the wall.
Then it's time to mount this. Yeah, it's nothing that I will screw this into.
Yeah, so
It would be nice for a diesel tank or a water tank or something, but no, it's nothing.
yeah.
Okay, dokie. Let's try again.
One more time.
This is the people say boat yoga, and
Yeah.
I'm bad at yoga. Okay, that's one. Measurements is something you take and they're always wrong. It's super easy to do this job. If I would have been 25 years younger. Okej. Då var det bara det sista kvar.
Step number 6, connect to the batteries. Seven, ensure that nothing can move. Number 8 is very important. Secure the cables against shortage.
Has no chance of doing that. If I get a short between that and that, the anchor will go down, which is no fun. If you try to put on the power again, but be
Test with
prepared to
power
stop if I shout.
Okay. Och jag tryckte in den.
Ja, jag ser det.
So now you are checking. Charging. As
Number
it
10,
should,
check that the
or-
charger
Yeah,
is alive
you
and
have
responding.
Put the power on, yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, the battery voltage says that it's 14.8, so
Aha, they are full.
yeah.
Okay, that would explain why they are not charging. Okay, we are tied to the dock, but could I go up and just run the bow first a little bit?
Since our batteries were
Yeah.
full, we had to discharge a little bit, so we could do step number 11 to verify charging.
Why?
Yeah, because when you turn it on,
Yeah.
the switch that's in here that makes those two 12 volts batteries swap over to one 24 volt battery.
Yeah.
It was really loud when that relay turned, so I thought that like half of the thing had blown up, but that's the way it should be. When you turn off, it got the same sound. So I've never had it open like this when we tried it before, so I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we haven't blown anything to get the
And
feeling
we had a
that
step number
the
12
anchor
to
will
test the
be able to
windlass,
go
so
up
we
and
ensure
down.
we haven't messed anything
So
up.
go up and shout and see if you can hear me and I can hear you.
Just tested that the windlass work. I think we can call it successful boat project. Can we call it successful project now?
Yes.
Good.
Now we can't do more to get it better.
So now we just have to carry everything back again.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so much fun.
That's so fun.
Then the final step, number 14, update firmware and configure the DC to DC charger.
It is configured right. First of all, of course, when you put in some new electronics, it needs to be updated. I've just connected this to the new installed charger, and I'm going to change the name of it because we have so many units now from Victron that it needs to have its own names. Okay, and I've also found out what settings it wanted, so I changed it from being a power supply to a charger and setting the batteries now. It wants 14.8 volt as absorption charge, and it wants 13.4 volt as flow charge. Okay, and bulk time is going to be set to limited by 10 hours and rebulk when it's below 4 volt, 0.4 volt, and automatic calculating absorption time. Yep, so that's it.
So that's all the configuration it needs?
That's all it needs.
That took 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Finished!
Yep.
We do a 5th visit to the workshop to see the solar arch.
Titta där! Wow!
Hello!
Hello.
That's the close road.
That's my kayak stand. Perfect! Really, really nice.
Perfect. Really good.
Really good, yeah.
Perfect.
This species is fed
Yeah.
seeing the
Okay.
and this the rail of
Yeah.
action. Yes. I see yes.
Okay.
And there's for the Davids the free.
Yeah, now you need to see it on the boat.
Yeah.
Solar panels.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Another places for the one final.
So the other one up here.
Yeah.
Looking great.
Yeah. Really nice.
It's really fun to come here every time. We see how it grows.
Yeah. Terrific. Beautiful.
In order to continue the work with the arch, they need to lift our boat. So here we are on our way to the travel lift, and since it's quite windy, we have got some extra hands on board. Thank you, Blake, for helping us, and we say thank you to Gunilla and Eilert from Elin for this footage where we lift the boat. Always as nervous. We're a bit nervous about the backstay. Looks like they're going to be clear.
Depends if you need how much more do you need to lift?
Good that you were on board.
Sorry?
It felt safer to have you.
That's all right, no problem.
Finally at the right place, and we settled in. In the next episode, the real work of fitting the arch on the boat will begin.
And thank you very much for watching. Much enjoy when you comment, and of course the thumbs up always makes us happy. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell button to get notification when I release a new episode of Sailing Frida Visby.